I'm coming to you from sunny South Vietnam, and tonight we are going to discuss a plague that has cast itself upon Asia. Streamers who will do anything, including degrade themselves, disrespect the country they're in, degrade others, just for attention on the internet. Now, I am certainly no famous blogger by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, I think, my content works well for some people and not so much for others. But I've never considered making a real fool out of myself just to get people to watch me. I've always been kind of frank and not politically correct, and I try to tell the truth about a place and I try to give nuance. And I'm not like a sycophant or a simp for a lot of countries. So I don't sit there and tell you that everything's amazing. But there is a reason why I like living in these countries. So I don't harp on only the things about them I don't like. I try to focus on the things that I do like, because that's one of the keys to being happy where you are. Is if you focus on positive, you're going to feel more positive about a place than if you just sit there and constantly worry about the things about the place that are bad. So I try to be fair and give perspective. And like I said, I'm no angel. Occasionally I curse and say non-politically correct things. But what these guys do crosses the line into something entirely different. They just basically go around streaming themselves, harassing and saying offensive things to people. Here in Vietnam, we have our own, the dude fat and broke who goes around Saigon and other parts of Vietnam, disrespecting women, screaming and yelling, threatening to fight people, getting beat up on camera, all kinds of tomfoolery. But really, he's like a minnow compared to this whale. The whale we're going to talk about tonight, the one who I'm sure a lot of people are talking about right now, is Johnny Somali. Now, the fact that this kid has a U.S. passport, this alone makes me very sad, because that means that he is a representation of our country. And this is something I stress in all my videos, guys. The same way I don't want people coming to my country and breaking laws and being wild and disrespecting people and disrespecting the culture. I believe we as expats or as immigrants, if you're allowed to naturalize in the country, we should do the best that we can do to become a productive part of the society that we are joining, and not to be a hindrance or to create, a negative image of us as foreigners, especially here in Asia, where people can think in very absolutes. So the first impression that they have of this guy might be a lasting impression that they have of Americans. So for those of you who don't know this ding dong, I kind of got put onto him when he was in Japan. I think that's when a lot of people got put onto him. Like, he was running around on the train in the metro in Japan, basically saying Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we're going to do it to you again, this type of stuff. He's just, somebody who, I guess he's too lazy to try to come up with anything like original or different or interesting. So I guess he thinks this is like the quickest way to the views, is to say the craziest stuff, do the craziest stuff. And guys, listen, I've been kind of wild. I say some crazy stuff, but there is limits. Like, you don't want to disrespect people because you are in their country, right? And like, you're obviously in their country for a reason, right? You must like it. Like, or maybe he doesn't like it. That's why I brought on my partner, because I actually don't know so much about him. Mr. Rogers is one of our clients, but he knows a lot about these streamers. And I'm still kind of learning about them. So tonight we've compiled the video of this character in case you guys are unfamiliar with him. You're about to get real familiar with him. And I'm going to get more familiar with him because I know a bit about him. But once again, Mr. Rogers knows a lot more about him than I do. So, Mr. Rogers, can you give us a little bit of a background on this guy, at least from what you know?
So, from what I know, I've seen a ton of his videos in terms of South Korea. Obviously, he's been in South Korea for some time making videos. And as you mentioned, a lot of people were tuned on to his content when some of the stuff that he did in Japan went viral. A lot of the stuff was actually, or some of the clips were on the news. So he actually made like mainstream news for, what he was doing on there, like harassing people on the train, just bringing up stuff that's totally, I mean, it's beyond disrespectful. This is like anyone with sense in their head, knows that you don't talk about this kind of stuff. And just, he's been on the news in South Korea for uh, what he's done with some of the monuments out there. That's just beyond disrespectful.
Hmm.
I've seen a ton of his footage. He's been blowing up all over the internet. You have tons of people reacting, to his content, and he's just a total clown.
I think he was in Israel too, wasn't he? Didn't he get like beat up in Israel? Is he Jewish? Is he like a Somali Jew or something? I see him wearing a Star of David.
He he's not even Somalian. He just adapted the name. So that's just I can't remember his exact background, but he's not Somalian. Because I think somebody that was Somali was mad that he had that name in there, and he was like claiming. So
I don't know, guys. I don't know about this character so much. I've seen some of his highlight reels, and I've been following a little bit the court case now that I do know about him. So the comfort women, this is like a big part of Korean culture. It was a big thing in the war, and people are very sensitive about it. It's Asia, which is like off the top, you should already know. But clearly, this guy, he doesn't know. This is a good example of just like how not just what you should not stream on the internet, but just in general how you should not behave in someone else's country, including in our own country. They had that guy from Venezuela who was on TikTok talking about how to defraud the U.S. immigration system and get free money, and now he's been sent on one of those cargo planes out of the country now that Trump's in office. So, I guess you get these idiots and they spring up all over the place. So I hope for our viewers that are from Asia that you understand that a lot of us would never dream to behave like this in your country. And we're mostly just interested in seeing what life is like in your country. And for me, I'm more interested in what it would be like for expats, or, what kind of lifestyle opportunities exist. That's generally the kind of blogging I do. And, it's funny. I was in the Philippines and I only made like mild criticism, and I got tons and tons of trolls and crazy responses. I got a lot of nice responses too, but I got some really, really crazy ones. So I couldn't imagine if you were going around these countries and just being outwardly disrespectful to the culture. I mean, to me, it just seems like really, really stupid. Like, you're going to get beat up. And I believe he's been beat up a few times, right?
yeah, you're gonna see it too.
All right. Well, I don't know what the first video is, but let's look at this together, guys. I hope that's a little background for you on this guy. Like again, we're gonna learn about this together because I know a bit about him, but I don't know as much about him. So Mr. Rogers compiled these clips that he thinks will be good for us to discuss tonight. So I guess let's get started. This looks like this might be in Korea. Is this the comfort woman?
Yeah, he's in South Korea right here.
Oh God. Okay, let's see what he does.
I stand with the Korean people. I love Korea, and everything that I did in Japan was for the Korean and the Chinese people. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Okay. So he's kissing the statue. What? First thing that comes to mind is why. Like, this is for clicks? That's the only reason he's doing this?
Heard him say, we can do whatever you like. Baby, say the words, man down. All I need is you on me.
So the Korean comfort women, I believe they assisted the soldiers during the Korean War, right? The Korean Civil War, where the country was divided. And am I correct about this?
Yeah, from what I understand, it was from around the wartime. There was, Korean women amongst others that were forced into basically like sexual slavery with the Japanese soldiers, and so they're honoring the people that unfortunately had to partake in that circumstance with a monument like that in public. So obviously, to the Korean people, that's a pretty sacred statue. That would I'm trying to think what that would be like going to in America and doing just to piss people off. You know, like it's like
Jesus or a cross.
right. I mean, it's just East Asia too. Like super big on like tradition and things like that, and history and just preserving things like this and being respectful. And it's just this would be disrespectful in America. It's like if you go to the Vietnam War Memorial and start taking a piss in public or something. Like, I mean, it would be disrespectful in America, but I feel like it's a different level of disrespect when you go to Asia and do this. And like, I think there's a reason like people do this. Like someone like this, they're addicted to views, they're addicted to clicks, and it's almost probably like heroin to them, the following that they get, when people react to doing clips like this.
So it's from World War II if it involved the Japanese. So that must have been from World War II when Japan occupied Korea. So yeah, that would be really sensitive. I would say the thing you could compare it to in America would be like going to like a Native American mass grave and then like, twerking on it, or going to like, a World War II memorial, or like you said, a Vietnam War memorial. It would be like kind of the equivalent of that. But in Asia, like you said, people are a lot more sensitive to things about culture and how you behave in public, and especially about face and showing respect for the culture. So like he's just really, really making foreigners look awful in this video. Okay, so now this is, I believe this is what got him arrested in Korea, right?
So they're using this. I think he got indicted off this video. So this is one of the things that he's actually facing jail time over, is from this clip particularly. So this one I think made the news as well, but just absolutely ridiculous. And this is him in South Korea. As someone who's traveled to South Korea, like the people are so respectful and just nice. Just to act this way is just like absolutely ridiculous. Like there's a reason I think people go to places like this and act that way, because you're not going to see some troll like this. They're not going to Saudi Arabia and doing stuff like this, because they know the people in Asia are generally going to be friendly. They're not going to react the way somebody might if you go to a different part of the world. So let's roll it.
Well, because it's about saving face, and people tend to be non-confrontational. But like every country and every culture does have its limits, and it looks like he likes to push them. So is that music playing out of his speaker?
Yeah, he's got like his little JBL speaker, and it probably also, I think with these streamers too, is when they get like donations or somebody, like they donate or whatever while they're on live, they have it set to where it like makes some loud noise too. But yeah, he's playing music and he's like in a public, I guess it's like a little.
Sorry, I'm black. I'm not gonna drink nothing. I don't drink. Here, sure. No drink. No. Look here. Igo. I eat the ramen. Very good. I go. Okay, sure. I'm gonna eat the ramen.
Oh, she's being nice. She's like, she's like, be quiet about the drinking. Oh. So he's just disrespecting some nice, like, older lady at work, basically.
That they're so nice.
What?
Father was right to say you should never have kids. Your father was right. Your father was right.
Again, why? Why would you even do this?
What are you talking about?
안 된다고요. 소주 안 된다고.
Shut up, bitch.
폴리스?
Call the police, stupid ass bitch.
형님.
Stupid ass. I didn't even drink here. Are you dumb? I done you stupid ass, bald ass bitch.
What the fuck is this guy's problem? Why is he fucking with Granny? You know, in Asia, it's bad to fuck with granny, man. You can't disrespect older people. That's another major disrespect in Asia, because the way the culture works in this part of the world is the elders are revered.
I did not drink it, you stupid bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you, Chinese ass bitch. Fuck you. Hiroshima?
That lady was just like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to buy whatever I came in for.
Just noped right out. So yeah, that's
So
just
now this is the subway. Is he in? Do you know this is?
Yeah. So this is another clip. This is what got him on the news. Just, for talking about Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Obviously, you saw this guy's character in the last clip. You saw how disrespectful he is. So, hey, it can only get worse, right?
Well, I guess. I think this was before the Korea stuff. Like, this is, I think, when I first became aware of this individual. This guy making the good life choices.
Seriously.
You know Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You know why you do this? Pearl Harbor.
So the guy probably doesn't understand that much English, but he's trying to understand the foreigner, and he's saying 2 cities in his country. I'm sure he's not making the association that he's talking about the bombing.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Yes, man, nigga. Yes, Hiroshima.
What the fuck?
Probably just because he's
Look at
mentally
this
ill.
dude's face. Bro, he's got something wrong. Something like, you can look in his eyes and tell something's wrong with this dude.
Something's not right.
Oh, niggas, spy balloon. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You know what we do to you niggas? Hiroshima, Nagasaki. We destroy it. Because you niggas don't know how to behave. Wallahi billahi wa tallahi. I swear to God. You do again, we're gonna do again. You understand?
He sounds like he's got an Indian accent. He doesn't like, bro, you're in Japan.
You understand, Hiroshima? Yeah, nigga, move away, nigga. Nigga, wallahi, we do again. Wallahi, I swear to God. Wallahi, billahi, wa tallahi. You niggas don't understand our power. You niggas don't understand. Wallahi, billahi, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, you know Hiroshima, Nagasaki. We're gonna do again. What? Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
We do again. You understand? You don't know.
Wow, what an asshole. Like, who does something like this? Like, I can't even get my head around it. Like, I mean, the fat and broke guy, like, you see him abusing people and being disrespectful and saying racist stuff also. But this guy, like, I mean, he's just going right for the most offensive thing you could possibly say or do in any of these countries. Yeah. He's going right for it. This poor guy on the train, man.
You know history.
What?
You know.
What?
What do you mean?
Where are you from?
You know where I'm from?
Where are you from?
I'm from America.
You're from America?
Yes.
So am I.
You're from America?
Yeah, you're being obnoxious.
You know what we do to you?
What do you do?
We will do again.
Do what?
Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You understand?
Do you think I'm Japanese?
Where are you from?
I'm from America.
Where are you from? What's your ethnicity?
Texas, buddy.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm Korean.
Then sit down, brother.
Why don't you sit your ass?
Korean War, you know what happened to you?
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me,
Leave
brother.
this guy alone.
Korean War, North Korean War, you know what we did to you?
We know what should we do to you. What the fuck? Bro, what's wrong with him? Bro, is this kid like dropped on his head as a child?
I think so, man. I think so.
You said to me? You better move
Come
away.
on, man. Just calm down real quick.
You know what we do. CX.
And this Korean American dude's trying to be nice and trying to be like civilized. You can tell he's probably a cool guy and that he's probably just wanted to visit Japan, and now he gets a chance to visit Japan. And
Hey, how many subs you have?
Bro, I'm at 1,000 subs right now.
Nice.
You know, bro, I'm making money from this. Sit down, brother. Enjoy.
But I'm just saying. He
Enjoy.
didn't
Sit
leave
down.
I know.
He ain't do nothing to me.
What?
that me?
Yeah, this you? I got a problem with you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a troll. I'm a
My
troll.
wife is Japanese.
Okay.
Oh, so now he's about to run up against somebody who is not as polite and non-confrontational, someone from the West who doesn't like his, disrespect for the culture.
Right. Yeah, he got a lot of I was just saying he got that's probably what got him the most known other than the statue video is what he did on the train. Like they really don't play around with that, and like he really made some enemies based off that, and it's just absolutely ridiculous, man.
Why would you do this? This is the part I really just don't understand. Like, how could it possibly be that this is going to result in something good for you? Like, how could that cross your mind? Like, oh, I want to get famous for this.
So why are
I
you joking about the
apologize.
people?
I was drunk.
It's fucked up, bro.
I was drunk. I know
You know
it's
how many
fucked up.
families suffered, people suffered because of that? You're on the train harassing people like that?
I was drunk.
Don't do it again, bro.
I haven't done it again since.
I seen how people in Tokyo whoop your ass. You're lucky I don't do the same, bro.
Is that a threat?
It is, yeah. Because you go out harassing people like that, innocent people who didn't do anything. Japanese people are
Bro,
the most polite people.
I was
Japanese
drunk when
people
it
are the
happened. I
most
apologize.
polite people I ever met in my life.
Okay.
And you're on there fucking with them like that? For what, bro? For a little bit of clout? It's pathetic. Come on, man.
What do you want me to do about it now? I
Do
apologize.
you have any idea
I
how
apologize.
awful Hiroshima was?
I know now.
Bro, that's like someone going to the black community in the U.S. joking about slavery. One of the most awful things that ever happened in history. Like, you don't joke about that shit, bro.
So what do you want me to do from now? I apologize.
Don't do it
What did I
again.
do? Don't say nothing about it again.
Don't do anything. Like, what? And why are you bothering people for clout, man?
I was drunk. Somebody dropped the donation.
I mean, that's a good question. Like, why are you bothering people? Like, why are you going to these societies that people are really polite? Because I heard he got beat up in Israel like really fast. Like he had to leave the country pretty quickly. But they're not the same as the East Asian countries.
They don't play around out there. Imagine going to the Middle East and doing that. It's not gonna end well for you, bro.
Well, he did. He went to Israel. That's the Middle East, and it did. From what I understand, he got beat up real quick. Whereas, the Japanese, they're polite people and they're non-confrontational. Like here in Southeast Asia, he'd get beat up quicker. Like in the Philippines, people understand English, so they would whoop his ass pretty quickly. And in Thailand, like they're definitely not above whooping his ass. Vietnam, they're pretty nice, but if they understand that what he's saying is disrespectful, it kind of just depends on who he does it to. Most people here will try to avoid confrontation, but you do it to the wrong person, and you definitely can get stabbed here.
I fucked up. It was a mistake. I shouldn't have done it.
All right, don't do it again, man.
Bro, you were my age one time too. I'm like the early 20s.
Yo,
I'm drunk.
I didn't do shit like that.
Discussion. Let's
There's
go have
no
a beer. Let's go have a beer right here.
No,
Pause it.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
no.
It's better for us to talk.
Where is this?
So this is in Japan. He's actually running up. Apparently, this dude ran into him on the street, and he's like a professional MMA fighter. So he ran into this guy in the street who saw the clip of him on the train, and he wanted to talk to him about it.
Okay, so this is that conversation. This is in Japan.
Yeah.
Why fight? What is fighting help?
Because I'm a fighter.
You're a fighter.
Yeah, that's why I fight.
So you want to fight me
In the ring.
in the ring?
Yeah.
Okay, the street is no good. Ring we can do. Where's the ring?
You sailor. You
What?
sailor, right? So you have to come to
Ring.
gym,
Okay,
right?
what gym? Where's gym? Where's the gym at?
Muscle factory.
What?
Come on, muscle factory.
Right now, muscle factory. You wanna go?
No.
Okay, then let's set up. Let's set it up. Okay, we have information. You want to go to Muscle Factory tomorrow morning,
Yeah, 8 a.m.
8 a.m. sharp.
Yeah.
And we're gonna wear gloves and
Okay,
bag
okay.
and everything.
No, only grappling tomorrow.
Only grappling.
No, I won't hit you.
You want to teach me something or what?
Yeah, I can teach you. My boy,
So you MMA fighter?
yeah.
So this is how nice the Japanese people are, because even though he wants to beat his ass, he's being super come to the gym and we'll fight and I'll even show you something, I guess he thinks he's going to teach him some respect, but you can't teach respect to someone this stupid. He gets beat up all the time and it seems like he doesn't learn anything.
Yeah, just showing how respectful they are.
I can teach you.
Okay.
Let's do it. Give me your Instagram. No photo, Instagram. You're from Japan?
Yeah.
Where in Japan?
Tokyo.
And listen, I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I'm like a judo guy. I wrestle. I did Muay Thai. I've been around the MMA world for a while. I can tell you guys that the Japanese, very good. Like some of the best grapplers that I've ever met have been Japanese. Obviously, some of the best judo players. They have good MMA. They have good wrestling. They've been involved since the beginning with the pride fighting. So, he's really not picking the best place to do this. Luckily, like you said, they're very respectful.
But my grandma is from Hiroshima. My mom also Hiroshima. So that's why.
That's why you were angry?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But do you understand it's just words? It's not action. I don't hurt anybody physically, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
you understand? You understand how I'm saying?
Yeah,
right?
you didn't hurt anyone.
Physical.
You know
what I mean?
My heart.
Your heart.
My heart.
Oh my God!
You hurt
Japanese
my
people
heart, right?
seem so nice. I've never been to Japan. I've had Japanese friends in the U.S., but I've never lived in Japan. I've been to Korea, not long enough to really make an assessment about the place. And I can tell you, Southeast Asian people are very nice. But man, these people seem so genuine. And this guy is over here just making people think so shitty about like YouTubers and especially about Americans. This is what I really don't like about this guy is the reflection it has on the rest of us. And like I said, listen, I'm no angel. I've said some crazy stuff. I'm not politically correct, but to just outright disrespect people like this, especially nice people like this who are this dude seems super humble. He's probably a really good fighter. He seems like a really cool guy too.
I apologize for that. I don't want to hurt your heart. Akihiro.
Yes.
So you're a championship fighter MMA?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll meet. We'll meet. We'll do grappling tomorrow. I'll come. I promise you.
Y'all bye. Don't do it. You know what that means. You know what that means.
Okay, so I'm guessing he didn't go meet him, right?
Yeah. As far as I know, he never met up with him, but running away from confrontation. But just to recap on that clip real quick, like you were saying, it speaks volume to the Japanese culture. Even faced with this ding dong in your country, he's trying to even go about fighting in the right way and do it legit in a ring, with structure. It just speaks volumes to the Japanese culture.
Yeah, they seem like really nice people. It makes me definitely want to go visit. I've always been very interested in Okinawa because of the warmer weather. And it's in that blue zone where people live really long and the standard of living is really high. So I've always been curious about that. And I've also been curious about Sapporo because it's interesting, an island that has ski resorts and mountains on it. So I don't know. Japan is definitely on a bucket list for me at some point. But I just cannot get my head around it, why you would act like this. And like I said, I'm no angel, guys. I'm not trying to pretend like I'm somebody who's imperfect, I am above reproach and I am some sort of a Christ-like figure, but I just don't understand it. It's the same thing I say about when I watch Fat and Broke. It's why are you even in these countries if you are just have so much disdain for the culture and for the people?
Okay, bitch. Okay. Look, you okay. Why the fuck are you grabbing my camera? Down there. And what? Just don't grab my camera. All you have to say is stop.
Knocked him out.
2 for 1.
Don't grab nothing.
He dropped him.
So that was his boy too. So he has there's some guy that he streams with. I guess it's his friend. And so that was the guy saying, "Don't mess with my camera" or whatever. So he got dropped first, then Johnny after him. So he has, I guess, his own little posse of people that he hangs around with. And they also, I guess, think they can walk around the streets and say ridiculous stuff. Actually, the guy in the clip that got knocked out first, there was a clip of him walking around like Thai tourists saying something like, I want to gut you like a pig or something. So, just absolutely beyond disrespect.
So this is Thailand.
To be honest, I don't know where this clip is exactly. That guy's been on multiple
I know
clips.
he's been to Thailand.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Who hit him? Was it a foreigner or was it a local person?
Yeah, that's definitely a foreigner. So just making friends out there, man.
So he got dropped by like another foreigner.
Yeah.
Anonymous sent $3 Hiroshima Nagasaki Hiroshima Nagasaki Hiroshima Nagasaki Hiroshima Nagasaki Hiroshima Nagasaki Hiroshima.
Gave him $3 to get dropped. Why would you?
Bread first. Drop the bread first. Drop the bread first. This ain't safe, man. Shut the fuck up.
This is in Japan.
Hey, all my real niggas drop in Discord right now. Hop in Discord. Oh, whoa, whoa, what the fuck?
Okay, so now people are just starting to attack him in the streets. This is, you said, is it Korea?
No, I think that's from what I know, that's in Japan, that clip.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he even had like Yakuza members like kind of on him after what he did. So, I mean, you really got to be crazy, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just to have people after you in Japan, bro.
Yo, you tripping, nigga?
Look, everyone in his stream seems to hate him.
Yo, relax. Yo, stop.
He's dead.
Yo, stop. W stream, are you guys enjoying the stream today? Whoa! Whoa!
What hat was he
You should have been live when you saw.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know, but the entertainment value of this stuff is pretty good. Like, it's like, it is, like, I got to be honest, man. Like, I watch Fat and Broke and I watch this guy and they have me dying. But I just can't imagine why you would actually do something like this. Like you must, like, there's like he got like a chromosome missing or something. Like,
must be. This is South Korea, by the way.
Hey, back the fuck. What's up? Why? I'm a what? Saying that? Can I touch the statue? So you think it's okay to be physically assaulting somebody?
Yeah, you're in my country, buddy.
Listen, but you can't physically assault me. You come to America, you think I'm gonna assault you?
So
what the fuck is that?
Different country, buddy.
So you cannot touch me. You want to go to jail right now?
Yeah, whatever.
You want to go to jail? You want to go to jail?
yo, why do they all do this? It's like I saw Fat and Broke doing this too. Like, they just start screaming about the cops and the authorities, and like as soon as you get snuffed. So it's like the same as these kids, like, you know, the telephone tough guys, we used to call them when I was younger. They're real tough on the phone or on the social media, but then when you see them in person, they're shook, you know? And I've had this doing YouTube over the years. I've had lots of tough guys tell me how I'm going down and all this other bullshit, and it never ends up materializing. And everyone knows where I train, and nobody's ever turned up. You know, I post videos when I do jujitsu and stuff. And, you know, people have always had the opportunity to come down and see me, and over the years, it's never happened. So, and it looks like, you know, because he is live streaming, people are like able to kind of precision pinpoint where he is and like find him and whoop his ass.
At that point, he's like, you know, a household name. Everyone recognizes him.
Yeah, like I've seen this. Like people might run into him randomly and want to beat him up. I know some people have followed him because they like figured out where he's streaming from and like showed up there. So, I mean, like if you want to make an entire country hate you, I guess this is the blueprint.
You want me to call the police right now?
Hey, you want to face me?
Back the fuck up. You're in front of the police station right here, bro.
Hey,
You're in front of the fucking police station right now. What the fuck are you doing? Why don't you talk and have a conversation? Have a conversation and talk. Take the mask off. You're not a man. You hiding with a fucking mask. Hit better next time.
Hit better next time.
Hit better next time. Should we follow him out or let him go? Let him go? You're a come here and talk. Come talk. Come talk. Come talk. Come here. Yo, come. Now you falling down the stairs like a come.
What the fuck?
You fall.
Oh, man.
You saw he almost took off running when he saw the guy come back?
Yeah, made into a track star.
Come talk. Take the mask off. He hit me like in the hat. He tried to slap my hat off. It didn't. No damage. No damage.
Okay, so it's amazing to me when they do this. They talk the shit as they run away. They talk about the police. You want to go to jail. It's like, bro, you weren't why are you not so tough like you were when you were disrespecting their country and doing all kinds of like off the wall shit to disrespect their culture? Now you're not so tough. Now you want the police.
Yo. Stop.
Somali sustained facial bruising. The YouTuber who attacked the American was arrested on the spot by police officers who had been called to the scene in advance.
대한민국에서 앞으로 저렇게 소말리 같은 애들 진짜 처리할 거니까 앞으로 대한민국에서 마. 알겠지? 소말리. 야, 굿나잇 소말리. 굿나잇. 굿나잇.
So was that a Korean dude who just knocked him out basically?
Yeah.
And like the Korean dude got arrested, but he doesn't care because it's worth it.
He's still standing on business, man.
I feel bad for the dude who knocked him out. I would, because this guy is a clown. He deserves to get knocked out.
Somali is escorted by police officers and gets into a patrol car.
Somali, say something. Somali, say. Say.
What the fuck is he doing, bro?
So this is like, bro, this is the next level. Like, when you talk about people that get addicted to, you got to be careful. Like these live streamers or whatever, like they get this following and then they want to continue being famous. They want to continue, this clout that they're getting. And it's just like a self-destructive path. And this is like, just in the name of getting views, like, bro, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Yeah, I guess that's what kept me out of trouble is I never cared about being famous. Like, I always just wanted to use social media to push my service, help me reach a larger market and to business network. And, people who resonate with me, they get a way to kind of be connected to me. And otherwise they might not be aware that I exist. So I've always seen it more as a tool. Like if I get a good views on a video, it's kind of secondary. I try not to act a certain way or do a certain thing in a video. I kind of just go out there and let whatever happens happen, and I always try to learn a little bit of the customs. And if it's a country I've never been to, I'll try to pick up a couple words of the language, at least to get started. And, I just don't understand why you would act like this. I think this kid's missing a chromosome.
Korea number one! Korea! Korea number one! Call the police! Let's go! Boom, 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 boom! I want you in my room! Go! Go!
Bro, what's up with that axe?
We're going.
What the? Yeah, I was trying to figure that out on the train. So he was on the train being disrespectful to Japanese people, but it sounded like he was talking with like an Indian accent.
I guess that's his impression of a Korean accent, but he's going to get what he wished for.
He just has like one non-English speaking accent that he does for all of them. I think it seems like that.
Don't hit me with the car. Go. Go. Shout out Super Nanny. Stop the Tesla. I'm going outside. Oh, shit. Oh, police? Oh, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Relax. No touch. Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me? I'm dragging. Why are you touching? Oh my God, what the fuck are you doing? Yo, oh my God, the police got me. It's crazy. That's crazy.
So he's running around with his pants pulled up and jumping around dancing in some intersection. I don't know if this is private security or the cops, but somebody came and just like, yo, let's grab this one.
Yeah. What are you doing? Relax. Jogging. I'm Beagle. Oh my God! Look, you did this. It's your fault.
Give me an ID card.
I don't have. My hotel. No, I'm hotel. My house. I don't have. I'm jogging.
You're drunk.
I'm not drunk.
술 먹었어 지금.
No, it's morning.
You cannot speak Korean?
English, Bigo.
What?
So I'm guessing this is the police, and they just see him behaving, and they're like, okay, we're going to grab this guy. And now this cop is probably a normal guy who's trying to, but I was a nightclub bouncer, guys, for years. My first assumption would be he's drunk or he's on drugs.
Bigo.
저 본인 경찰관이 대한민국
경찰관이 Bigo, English. My face. My face.
그리고 저희 촬영하지 마세요.
My face. My face.
Don't take a video.
My face. Legal. It's my face.
You drunk?
No, I'm not
you
drunk.
No ID card.
I have
He's
my ID
definitely
card.
drunk.
Come. ID card. I give you.
Yeah, stop.
I'm jogging.
Why would you do this, bro? Like, I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny like, oh, you know, I support you. It's funny like I'm laughing at you.
Yeah,
like you're
sad.
a joke. Like something's wrong with you in your childhood for you to grow up to be like this. Like, yo, can you imagine what his parents must be like?
I think he's lacking a father figure.
So do we know any background on? I know he's from Arizona.
That's really all I know. I think the only thing I know is like I think he's friends with some Korean guy that like let him stay with him or something. I could be wrong with that, but he has like this one guy who's been in
Hank.
streams with him. Yeah,
I've seen
Hank.
him.
He had to come bail him out with a sword on one video or something. But
Why
that's
would
all
a
I
Korean
know.
person want to help this individual?
It's beyond me. Beyond me. But these cops probably think he needs a straight
I'm
jacket.
working out. Translator.
야, 너 경범죄
Translate. Translate.
끊었고 주치도 않는 거 있잖아.
Give me the translator, nigga. Translate.
Yeah?
Translate.
한국말 할 줄 몰라?
English.
너는 지금
English.
경범죄로
English.
체포되는 거야.
English.
Arrest. Okay?
No, I give my ID card.
No. Stop.
Oh, nigga, don't touch me. Don't touch me, nigga.
You arrested.
For what?
Okay, so he's getting arrested now.
For what?
Yeah.
Relax. For what, nigga?
Okay.
English, nigga. What are you doing?
Hello.
Why?
You arrested.
I don't care. Arrest me. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Y'all niggas scared of me, nigga. We live. Shoutoutparty.com.
I don't think anybody's scared
Come, I
of
give you
him.
my passport. Come. Stop. I'm chill. Relax. Relax, nigga. Relax.
Go. Take a video.
He would not do that in the U.S. The cops would hurt him. Like
They would have
he would
football
have a
checked
real
him.
problem if he did this in America with the cops. Oh, he'd be picking his teeth up off the sidewalk.
Everybody
Yeah.
can watch it. What is the reason?
Wait, don't take a video.
In my face.
Don't take a video.
My face. What is the reason?
You are arrested.
For what?
No.
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 I have I'm legal.
Why is it
American.
this long?
I know.
I'm from America.
You arrested.
I don't care. Do it.
You arrested.
Do it then. Do it then, nigga.
I love that he's saying he's from America just to remind the world of some of the degenerates that come out of our country, unfortunately. But guys, don't judge us too harshly because every country has losers and narcissists and psychopaths. So, I mean, you know, we're not immune to it. But I don't like this because the way he acts is a reflection on us. And again, if you guys watch my channel, I do stress that you should be a good guest in the countries that you visit. Like, for example, here in Vietnam, the foreigners who I bring over, they end up working as teachers. There's a big need for that here. There's a big need for people to come in and teach English in this country. And we try to bring over people to fill in jobs and to, you know, contribute to the economy of Vietnam. And some of them are, you know, longtime expats. They stay a long time. Some of them even marry locals. And you're not going to integrate necessarily in Asia, but you can still be like a longtime guest and you can still spend time in a country and have admiration for the culture, even if you can't fully naturalize. And I know guys who've ended up coming out here as English teachers and staying out here for years and just marrying local girls and starting their own businesses. And, you know, I've seen it all the time. So there's lots of people from our country that are very cool and do very well in Asia. But you know, here in Southeast Asia, because life is kind of easy here and it's easy to kind of skate by teaching, you attract people who use that for positive, and you also attract some really like negative and degenerate Westerners who come because life is easy and they can get access to girls and the drugs and the alcohol are cheap. But you look at Japan and it looks like Korea and Japan, they're more expensive, they're more developed, but it seems like sort of the same idea. These guys come out there, but they think they can act a certain way and they think they can, you know, get the attention that they're looking for their channel, and the chances of them getting beat up is a lot less than it is in a Western country or like Mr. Rogers said in the Middle East or places like that. So, yeah, I mean, what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is just don't be this guy. Don't act like this. Be a good guest in a country. Act in someone else's country how you would want others to act in your country, and just try to represent yourself well, because some people maybe have never met an American before, and if this is their first impression, they may judge us all harshly. So it's just, unfortunately, this type of character is one of the dregs of our society. We've also put people on the moon, like we also have space exploration going on. So, we got, don't judge us too harshly, guys. America's got its problems, but it's certainly not the worst place on earth. There's good people who would never dream to behave this way in another country. If you guys enjoyed this content, smash the like button, subscribe, share the videos. If you're thinking about coming to Southeast Asia or moving overseas to a developing country to leverage your strong passport. If you guys are thinking about moving overseas, reach us on the Facebook fan page or any of the contact information in the description below. We can help you guys get sorted out with a new life in a new country. And I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to thank Mr. Rogers for coming out and giving me a bit of an education on this guy. And just a reminder of whatever I've done wrong in my life, that I'm still not that bad. Leave us with some final thoughts, Mr. Rogers.
Well, the reality is this guy pushed too hard, and he thought he was going to get away with it just because of the niceness of the people, in South Korea and Japan. And I don't know what his end goal was, how he thought he was going to keep living like that. But the reality of it is he's facing some real prison time right now. So, and it's almost guaranteed that he's going to get convicted. So from what I understand, this guy could face realistically somewhere between like 3 and 10 years in prison, just for, the clips that he shared on live stream. So that, and then there's something with like a deep fake AI thing that happened. So he's really facing some prison time. And I hate to say this, because I don't like to wish ill will on anyone, but truth be told, if he doesn't get a strict punishment, I don't think he's going to learn anything at all from any of this.
And now he's getting tried in Korea. Is that right?
Yeah. So this is all underway. And even after his first, I heard he showed up to court drunk, wearing a MAGA hat, drunk, and being disrespectful in the court. So it's not looking good for him.
Hey, I want to make America great again, but yeah, he's just attaching himself to people and giving a representation of Americans that's very negative. So don't be this asshole. Don't be like him. Be a good guest when you visit other countries. Contribute to the economy. Try to represent us well, guys. And again, nobody expects you to come and be somebody you're not. Nobody expects you to come and be an angel. Nobody in the world is an angel. But you look at this type of behavior, and like, there's just no real reason for it. Like, there's no reason for you to act like this. Like, I mean, like, really, like, what's missing in your life that you need to behave like this? And like, I would say it's for money, but like, you can make money on the internet and you don't have to do this. Like, I was wild a little bit. I say some crazy stuff. I told the reality of teaching in public schools in Saigon, where there's like 60 screaming kids and it's hot and dirty and I'm getting sick all the time. And, I'm wearing earplugs because everybody's screaming at the same time, So I talk about reality, but I still put it in context, Like, I still love it here. I still love that time in my life. I loved when I taught in the Ho Chi Minh City public schools, because it made me grow up and it made me change my priorities. So I'm eternally grateful to Vietnam. Even if I travel on to other countries, like, I'll always come back out here for at least a little while. So I have a warm feeling about most of these countries. Like, and yeah, there are negatives. Like, I just don't harp on them. I try to focus on the things that are good and that I like about the place, rather than the things that I find challenging and difficult. But at the same time, I still try to tell people and be frank, because I don't want people coming to Asia and having different expectations and, feeling like we're not being honest with them about the challenges. But overall, I've been received and treated very well. And I've been all over South Asia, Southeast Asia. I haven't spent much time in Korea. I've been there once. I've been to Taiwan once. Have not been to Japan. But like I said, I've met a lot of nice Japanese people who are really solid, and a lot of really good athletic jiu-jitsu players from Japan. There's a really good dude in the Philippines. He's a Japanese dude. He's got clubs out there in Cebu. So there's just like really nice people. That's been my overall impression of the Japanese. And even people who are like maybe not so nice, they're so polite that it doesn't matter. Like, you're never going to really have a problem with them. So to go there and act this way, it's just, it's messed up, and it's a bad look So your big uncle does not approve of this behavior. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the content. Brush your teeth, stay in school, and eat your vegetables.
Are you thinking of living, working, or investing in Thailand? Thailand is an amazing country that's more open than it has ever been before. They're a country that's looking into the future and doing some really radical things. It's an amazing time to be in Thailand, and there is a tremendous amount of opportunities for somebody who has an open mind. Who you deal with in Thailand will determine your experience to a great extent. If you do business with the wrong people, you can end up losing money and even in legal trouble. We have the contacts that you need to help you get on your feet in this amazing country and avoid all kinds of drama and problems that could come about by doing business with the wrong people. If you're interested in investing, working, employment, contacts for visas, contacts for housing, contacts for real estate, we got you covered.